I started this business on the 8th of November. The money I have made so far from then to now, I don't think I've made it in 5 years, honestly. And the money comes in every day, residual income, and income from hard work.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abiola Olaifa. He's already a Ruby leader in SuperLife. For you to be a Ruby leader in SuperLife, it means you have earned $25,000 in profit. All right. And Mr. Olaifa is a very, very new member in this wonderful SuperLife. He actually rose within 57 days, which is less than 2 months. He actually hits a Sapphire leader rank. Sapphire leader rank is about $10,000 and above.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you.
So, thank you for honoring my invitation, and I want to say I am so honored, and I'm very grateful. Sir.
That's brilliant.
Tell us about yourself, your name, and how young are you?
Well, my name is Abiola Olaifa. I live in the UK, and I'm in my 40s at the moment. I look younger. I look 25. That's what you say. But 40s, family, got divorced, my wife. We've been in the UK for a few years, but originally from Nigeria. So that's. I've been to so many things actually. I did computer science from the beginning, and I've migrated into so many other things. I'm a writer. I've written 3 books.
Wow.
And also I'm into customer services, and lately into network marketing, SuperLife. I've done network marketing too before, but apparently I've migrated into this now, and I think I'm finding it a lot more interesting. So I think that's a little bit about myself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, tell us more about your networking business, because I found that after hearing from you, there was a day you made a sharing on the general platform for Team Dominators.
Yeah.
You talked about being involved in network marketing before, and you had a lot of experience and all that. So I want you to share with us about your network marketing business experience, and how did you know about SuperLife? How did you come in about SuperLife, and what was your decision when someone told you about this SuperLife?
Well, to be honest, I think I got to know about SuperLife by accident. It was a friend of mine. We were schoolmates back in Nigeria, Nathaniel, and he just shared in one of the platforms that we belong to. And as much as I saw the information, but I thought it's just a myth again, because apparently I've had experience with network marketing with a company before. And I was so much interested, and I participated in a lot of trainings, and I had to travel around the world as well. They do annual conferences, quarterly conferences, both in UK. I went to Italy with them. I went to Netherlands. I went to Barcelona and other countries for training. And you spend money for hotel, for traveling, for all sorts. But at the end of the day, I just realized that in those kind of network marketing, there was no returns for me. I mean, I spent over £3,000 doing those network marketing. But the only time I got so much back was when I got paid £20. After investing so much, and it was a drain in my pocket. It was a waste of time. Even what they were trying to sell, I had loads in my storage that people were not even buying, and those that people were buying, the returns were so small. I got people into the network as well, and it wasn't encouraging at all. And having said that, the uplines, the people at the top were doing really well, earning thousands. So, and the idea was for you to earn in that network, you need to get to the top. So we're pushing to get to the top, pushing to get to the top. But what makes SuperLife different is that from the first day I started, doing it, straight away I started earning money. So it makes it unique. My friend that introduced me, he didn't even believe I was going to take to it like this. Immediately, when I remember what he said to me and what I read in the platform, I just thought, let me do a few more research. So I started looking online, watching videos on YouTube and all that. And I thought, man, this is gold. This is real gold. Because importantly, what I needed is something the world needs. Something that's going to make impact that I can use to make impact. Something I don't even have to shout too much about. That's what STC 30 is about. It's like they said. Yes. Sorry.
So sir, yes, I can see your passion for the product and the company, and because SuperLife have a strong product, it actually gained your attention and all that. So I want to ask, because you became a record holder in SuperLife, and that record cut across all countries, and it was global news. You know, and never before, even someone that is not even in Malaysia could hit such a fast rank. Now I want to ask, how did you manage to create such record that within 57 days you were able to hit Sapphire Leader, and that is about $10,200 and something in 57 days? What was your secret? What was your strategy? How?
Yeah, you see, what I noticed is, like I said to you earlier, that when I saw the product, I knew this product is gold. So gold, if we know what gold is, the wealth of a nation is measured by gold. They keep them in storage, the gold bullions. America has the largest in the world. UK has one of the largest, and so many other countries. I was looking for gold, and I found the gold in STC 30 and SuperLife. And they say that in my language, if I use my language, I think it makes more value. It says, any tomoyiwura lantafu. What that means is that the person who knows the value of gold is who you sell it to. It's not for anyone. And if you know the value of gold, you will buy. And I can see there's so many people who knows the value of gold. And we live in a world where as we age, as we grow, as we move, we degenerate. Our stem cell reduces. I mean, when you have a child that's able, not disabled in any way, they have 100% stem cell in their body. But as they age, it reduces. By the time you're 30, it's only about 25% you're having. By the time you're 60, it's only 5%. STC restores what is lost. All those old age, wrinkled age, diabetes and cancer and all the things that's coming, STC can restore it. Who doesn't want good health? Who wants to die? I mean, if in January this year they said, oh, in UK we've lost about 26,000 people. If we say to any one of them that you're not going to see June 2020, who's going to believe that? So anything that can keep us here, that can let us live good life, will be a good sell. It's gold. This is why I took to STC and I spread the gospel. What I did was called aggressive marketing. I did it continuously every day. People were looking at me and say, what's wrong with this guy? Some were even saying, oh, you're talking rubbish. But all those saying I'm talking rubbish, they're now my downline. And this is the strategy. You don't want to be distracted. Set yourself target. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do it. Don't lose up. Don't let any distract. People are going to say things. People are going to try to distract you and all that. Stay focused. You know this thing is saving life. There are testimonies out there. I'm giving it to people. I use it myself too. And I can see the difference. So many things that got sorted in my life. I mean, so why should I doubt? Don't doubt nothing. Just keep going. Keep eating. Keep eating. It's like somebody trying to get gold out of the rock. Keep eating. Keep eating. You're going to get to your gold. But it takes time. It takes patience. It takes perseverance. And believe. Because if you don't believe in what you're selling, trust me, you're not going to hit it. You may just be having little things here and there, but you're not going to get exactly what you need. You need to hit your target all the time until you get to your goal. And that's the strategy I used.
Wow. That's marvelous. Okay, that's marvelous. So I want to also ask, has there been any mistake, or did you have any regrets so far? Do you have any regrets in this wonderful business and also in the network industry?
Well, I won't call it regret. I'll say mistakes here and there, but I believe that mistakes are energy that you need. You know, it's a win-win situation. As a matter of fact, when you make mistakes, it helps you to get better. You know, I would have done certain things slightly differently. For example, knowing about the product a lot more earlier than I have now. Apparently now I know quite a lot about it, but in the beginning, knowing how all the compensation plan work, how the product work, I'm still learning. I know it's a continuous learning process, but it will be good if I had known better from beginning, and it would have helped me too, because there's some presentations that I did for certain people that it got them more confused. because I was confused myself, you know. So it's always good to learn very well, be on a solid footing before you hit the market. So it helps you. So when questions start flying in, but luckily I do have uplines that are helpful. I give it all to Shankara. As a gentleman, he's only 23 years old. He's Emirate now. He's just a brilliant man. Sometimes I wake him up 2 o'clock and ask questions, and he's just passionate. He's so humble. He will answer you, never get upset. That's one part I learned from him as well. He's just a brilliant guy. And other people too. Otumba from Malaysia, always helpful, making the product available, you know, and so many other people and all the uplines too, they're beginning to trade us and opening the lines and making us aware of the product and how the product works and the strategies they have used as well. Because if they've climbed up, they got to that level, they have crown diamond, triple crown and all that, they must have done 1 or 2 things. And these are the people we need to get near to if you want to succeed. And I think that is it, yes.
Okay, you are very right. And I know Shankara is a very, very nice guy. We have seen several times in headquarters here in Malaysia. He has so much passion. I think I saw him yesterday or day before yesterday when I was in headquarters.
Oh, that's good.
So what is this one thing that you are still finding difficulties with? You know, you are still struggling with in this SuperLife. What is that one thing you are still struggling with at the moment?
Well, it's just I think the biggest struggle is trying to you know, pass on to people what I have in me, because I noticed that a lot of people, their minds are already made up. You understand? They don't tend to, want to bend and understand that for you to grow, sometimes you need a mentor. And it's a bit of a struggle for me, because people are doing this business in a wrong way. And we all need to understand that when we're in this business, it's called network for a reason. It's network because we're a family. We're not competitors. I'm not trying to be, I want to be a crown diamond tomorrow. Crown diamond. No. Let us all move together. Let us work together. Let us see ourselves as friends, as colleagues, so that we move. But if you're thinking that we're competitors, I want to outshine you, you want to outshine me, that's not how this works. Because if my downlines, if they grow, I grow. This is how it works. If I grow, they grow. This is how it should be. I am ready to share my strategy, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it at any time. This should be the case. No need hiding, no need trying to pretend, no need trying to be the master. It doesn't work like that. Look at Chief Mohan, and Chief Maha, actually it's called. Look
Dr.
at
Maha.
Is it Dr. Maha? One of the meetings we had, he said something. He said, I am the chief servant. I am here to come down to your level and help. He's not going to say, man, I'm a rich man. I've made thousands of dollars in this business. You can't talk to me that way. No, that's not how it works. We're all equal. We're the chief servant. We are here to lead the train, and everyone should be on board. Not that somebody thinks, why is he that? I can do what he can do, and then we're trying to outshine ourselves. There's no need for that. Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. The wise ones always say, poor people work to make money, while the rich actually network and they make money. All right. So I just have one more.
Absolutely.
I have a few more questions. Okay. How many countries so far has your network grown to? How many countries under your team at the moment?
Yeah, I think we're expanding very rapidly. We're expanding all through Africa. Altogether, I think we're nearing about 15 countries at the moment. You know, we've got America, we've got Canada, we've got Germany, we've got Italy, Spain, and in Africa, we're doing really well. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Uganda, we're doing Ghana well. And we're still growing. But I'll say close to about 15 countries at the moment.
Okay. All right. So how do you spend your free time? Because considering the fact that you have a lot of downline, and same way you contact Shankara and other, definitely your downlines also reach out to you. So do you even have a free time anymore? And how do you spend your free time?
To be honest, I think SuperLife have taken away my free time now. I don't think I got free time. I'm on the phone both day and night, to be honest. Both day and night. You know, some countries, they are in the daytime when we are sleeping here. So sometimes they need urgent attention. People call me doctor now because we have people calling and say, yeah, my dad is about to die. We need SDC. What do we do? You know, people with all sorts of different ailments, you know, that need attention. You're not going to say, oh, I don't care. I need to sleep. No, that's not the attitude. I mean, when I was growing up too, I worked with a gentleman, well, he's quite an elderly man now in Nigeria. And one thing he says to me, which I'll never forget, he says, a lazy man that sleeps more than 3 hours. You know, I know the doctor says sleep 8 hours. Yes, but he says to me, he's a lazy man that sleep. I mean, then sometimes I leave work at 12. He will say, come back at 5. 5, he's been home and he's back. He's already done so many things before I get to work. Sometimes when staff coming at 8 o'clock, he's sent over 8 o'clock, we're meant to resume at 8. He's sending them back home for coming late. So, you know, this attitude was what I have in me. And even Shankara will say sometimes, do you ever sleep? I mean, we don't want to jeopardize our health, but at the same time, in my language, they say, let me interpret that for those who don't understand. It's a work never kills. It is poverty, laziness that kills. When poverty is in you, you die faster. But when you're hardworking, it doesn't kill. So it doesn't kill as fast as when you are lazy, when you're not hardworking. So it's important that we inculcate this into ourselves. And we need to understand that our body adapts to hard work. But our body finds it difficult to adapt to laziness. And when it adapts to that, you're welcoming in some ailment, sickness, mental disorder. When there's no money, my brother, you're just killing yourself. So this is the strategy I adopt. I'm always there. At the same time, not only SuperLife, I still work as well. And also I'm a writer, I still write. I still do so many other things. So at the end of the day, those time is not really there. So we really have to use the little. We only have 24 hours in a day. It depends on how you use yours. But you have to use it strategically to make sure that you achieve all you need to achieve.
Wow. So you are actually right. SuperLife has actually taken so much of our time. Even myself, I usually sleep throughout the night, but since I started SuperLife, you see, I take sometimes I sleep in just 3 hours. And I begin to now recollect, because I usually watch interviews with these billionaires and all that. I've watched so many times when Dangote spoke that he slept for 3 hours and 4 hours, and I begin to imagine, how do you sleep 3 hours, 4 hours for within 24 hours? Absolutely. And even same thing with Jack Ma. But when I now begin to do this business, I realized that sometimes I sleep by 8 and wake up by 11 also. And it is even a phone call that wakes me up from sleep.
Yeah.
But it's amazing because you are getting results. Yeah. There is a difference between you working and not getting results. So I really want to appreciate you for your presence. So I have few more questions. So what is your current rank in SuperLife at the moment, as at now, and where do you see yourself by December this year in SuperLife leadership rank?
Well, I'm a Ruby at the moment, so I'm a Ruby climbing towards Emerald. Steady, slow and steady, but we're getting there, climbing towards Emerald. And my target, if I can do it, if God will give me that grace, is to achieve Emerald by, I say, June, July. We'll see how it goes. So the network is expanding rapidly. And I think in my network, a few brilliant leaders have joined recently, doing immaculately all over the world. So with the help of this, so all I'm trying to do now is to keep supporting those guys, keep helping them to grow, keep giving them more information, supporting them. So I know that if I keep doing that, I'm growing as well. So we need to understand that when they grow, you grow. So it's not just about me as a person, it's about them. So, and they're doing brilliantly well. So in December, I'll say in a year. So, and I think I'm going to be a year in November, really. So I want to aim at Crown in a year. And I believe it's possible. So we keep fighting for it.
Wow, that's wonderful. I wish you all the best, and I want to see you at the top also. All right. So again, before we go, this final question: what do you have to say to our new prospects? So those ones that have just give SuperLife a try, and those that are scared, and some that are also they don't have money, but they don't even know how to start. What is your honest advice to those people that are listening to you now and our downline and people that are just
absolutely listening? What I'm going to say is, you see, if you come into this business, you're going to face difficulties, and life is built from difficulties. If we're to go from the Christian angle, God had to change things. He had to use turn water into land and all that. He had to make this, make that for 7 days before we got what we have. Nothing in life comes easy. I mean, if you have to work in a company too, before you can be sustainable and be able to have enough pension to live your life, you need to work at least 35 years, maybe 30 years if you're quick enough, if you're lucky to start at the top of your profession. But in this business, you can achieve your dream in 2 years. What you can achieve in 35 years, as long as you set the right strategy. You see, I started this business on the 8th of November. The money I have made so far from then to now, I don't think I've made it in 5 years, honestly. And the money comes in every day, residual income, and income from hard work. We all need to put that hard work into it. You're not coming to this business to relax and just say, yes, things are just going to fall into places. I'm just going to believe. It goes beyond belief. You have to put hard work into it. You have to be consistent. You have to speak to more people. And now we have the privilege of the social media. Go on the social media, keep disturbing people. Some people are going to look away and say, okay, he's talking trash. Those people, when they see how you're rising, they'll come back to you and say, but what are you doing? This thing is real. How are you doing? This has happened to me over and over. All those who says you are talking trash, they are now my downline. They are now asking, how are you doing it? What should we do next? What should we do next? You see, we live in a world where we cannot survive without money. When you have money, it makes your life better. And when you have health, it makes your life even better than the best. I mean, you want health. So who doesn't want wealth and health? And this is what SuperLife is giving. You have your health to yourself. You're happy. You have the confidence that you're not just going to fall down and die. I mean, one of my downline, recently, one of the guys that worked with him, only 21-year-old boy, just fell down and died. When they checked, apparently the boy had other issues. 21-year-old, you wouldn't have think that a 21-year-old would just fall down and die. But in our body, there's several silent killers that's killing people that people don't even know. You're working normally, but you're cops. You might have died. I remember one of my friends too. He went to the hospital. They did the check. Instantly, they gave him a bed. They said, you can't go. Based on what we could see in you only have 4 more hours to die. If you had not come into this hospital today, by tomorrow you'll be dead. This happens all the time. You see people going to the bus and they die. So you can see that what we are selling, that is changing life, that is taking people back from chemotherapy, from dialysis and all that. It is gold we are selling. Don't be afraid. Put it before people. Throw it in their faces. Aggressive marketing, that's what you need to do. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to change their life. You're trying to change your life. It's win-win situation. So when you get into SuperLife, you're not there as a joke. I have so many downlines that since they are registered, since I've helped them into the ladder, they've done nothing. They're just there, I'm there counting money every day. Thousands every day. They're there looking at me. They're not doing nothing. Sometimes I wonder what runs in the mind of people. Sometimes, oh, I don't have money. You don't need money to start SuperLife. You need your brain. Get people there to buy your product. Get money from them. You develop yourself. There are several strategies. If you want strategies, it won't be now, but we have other lectures we can talk about strategies. You don't need money. Get that straight. If you want, get my book. I wrote a book, Don't Rock My Book, Life's Little Strategies on Amazon. Check it. Abiola Olaifa, check it there. I said something. If you think that money is what you need to get success, then what do you get after you get the success? So if you're saying, oh, I need money to be able to start a business. Now, when you start the business, what do you need? I know in everything we need money all along the way, but things are not as difficult as we make it sound. Some will say, I don't have money to start. I don't have time. Oh, I'm too busy with my job. See, 30 minutes of your day into SuperLife can change your life forever. That's what I do. 30 minutes, apart from the course, because I've got to the leadership level now, I've risen up. So I have to support so many people under me. But apart from that, when I started, I didn't have to support anyone. People are supporting me. So at that time, all I need is about 30 minutes. Just send information, talk to people. Bros, sister, have you had this? Have you had that? This is there. This opportunity is there. You know, one family member, one friend that is sick. Tell them there's something that can help. Oh, you don't have to do that chemotherapy. Oh. You don't have to do whatever it's called. You don't have to do this. Before you know what, now everybody is calling me. Oh, I got your number from this person. I got your number from this. Before you know what you, and all I've done is not even up to 4 months now, is it? Or just over 4 months. And the whole world knows me. Now I was talking to somebody from Germany yesterday. The guy said, Bros, anytime you want to holiday, come. I have a massive house. You know, we are networking. We are developing ourselves. I've known people all over the world now. So why are you wasting time doing things that's not going to fetch you money? People are shouting, oh, we can't hit. We don't have money. Government of Nigeria is not giving us money. This one is not giving us money. Look, in lockdown, I am making thousands in lockdown. Yesterday, I know how much went into my account. Why are you guys deceiving yourself? Why don't you just stand up, shake the bull by the horn? Nothing comes easy. Oh, I spoke to this person. You don't want to listen to me. Yeah, move on. Try. You see, my strategy is every 10 person you speak to, only one will respond. So if you want 10 people to respond to you, speak to 100 people. If you want, look at your contact. Call this person. Look at your contact. Speak to someone. When your contact gives you contact, get contact from contact. You move from contact to contact. Before you know what, your network is massive. And also, especially if you're registered as a super, if you're registered as a super in SuperLife, you own your business. You are your own Dangote. I don't know if you've heard of Dangote, the richest man in Africa. Nobody owns you. Don't start going under some people and they start manipulating you, telling you this is what you have to do. No, be free. Strategize. If you need help, ask. Good. But you own your business. Strategize. I started this in UK. Somebody registered me, but they don't own me. I own my business and I determine how I run it. If you have issues with strategy, how do I do? How do I speak? What do I say? See, that's a lecture for another day. But at the end of the day, do open questions. Speak to people. When you speak to them, some people I speak to them, it feels to them as if they don't use the product or join SuperLife, they're going to die tomorrow. That's how it feels. They are so excited. They want to go. You have to learn this. It comes over time. But learn this is the best that can happen to human. It's one of the best. Don't let's say the best. So many things can happen, but this is one of the best. Use the strategy and you can develop your business very quickly. And that's what I always do. Just keep doing the same thing. You don't need to change. Keep doing the same thing. And before you know what, the whole world knows you. Yeah, Thank you. That's what I have to say about
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Abiola Olaifa. He's already a Ruby leader in SuperLife. For you to be a Ruby leader in SuperLife, it means you have earned $25,000 in profit. All right. And Mr. Olaifa is a very, very new member in this wonderful SuperLife. He actually rose within 57 days, which is less than 2 months. He actually hit a Sapphire leader rank. Sapphire leader rank is about $10,000 and above and all that. So he actually mentioned something I usually tell my downline. I always tell them, I said, you complain that you don't have anyone. And I ask, how many people did you talk to in a week? You don't talk to anybody, probably 1 or 2. I said, okay, you want to, if you talk to 10 people in a day, expect 2 yeses and 8 no. So if you get more than 2 yeses, it means you're doing a good job. If you get less than 2 yeses, you are doing maybe a fair job. So you have not talked to people, you have to always connect and interact with people. So I want to thank you once again, Mr. Abiola. And there's one thing Dr. Mahaz always say, he says, whatever you put effort in will always increase. Whatever you focus on will increase.
Okay. We normally have our weekly presentation.
Yeah, I think it's coming.
Hear me now, right?
Hello, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Okay.
You just went over.
All right. So I said, sir, I'm going to be also inviting you to talk about your strategies to my downline in one of our presentations. It's either Wednesdays on Thursday. All right. So I hope you're going to give us a listening ear. And thank you so much for your time and this privilege.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
God bless you too. Thank you. Best to everyone. Keep it real. Life is super.
With SuperLife.
Life is super.
Okay.
Life
team
is
dominator.
super.
Mr. Abiola is also a team dominator, and we have a slogan: we came, we saw, we dominate.
We conquer.
Okay. Thank
We
you.
dominate. All right. All right, thank you. See you later. Bye.
All right.